Street Fighter ZERO hit the arcades in 1995 for the Capcom CPS-2 hardware. It was the first all-new Street Fighter game produced by Capcom since the release of Street Fighter 2 in 1991. The game introduces several new features such as expanding on the Super Combo system, previously featured in Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and a new style of graphics drawn in a similar way to Capcom's Darkstalkers and X-Men Children of the Atom. The plot of Street Fighter ZERO is set after the original Street Fighter, but before Street Fighter 2, which is why all the characters look like younger versions of those found in Street Fighter 2. The version of the game you're seeing here is actually for the Capcom CPS-1 board. This is exactly the same as the CPS-2 board version in terms of graphics and game playability, however, this version features a different soundtrack with less sound effects. This version was also released for the Capcom CPS Changer, a console which could be described as Capcom's answer to the Neo Geo. Maybe. There are a few ports of the mobile phone version of Street Fighter ZERO, but we'll take a look at the best version from Capcom US. This port offers many different gameplay modes including a tournament mode, however it is missing some characters. The graphics are pretty good as you can see, although the backgrounds are static and lack any animation at all. Depending on the device playing the game, this could play well or terribly bad. I can't say for Western phones, but the Japanese phone I used to play this game on had a really nice circular D-pad, which made pulling off the moves really easy. Clearly from this video I'm having some issues with the controls, thanks to the way the emulator mapped the buttons to the USB controller. Featuring the correct arcade introduction, extra play modes such as the training mode, and an all-new remix soundtrack, this PlayStation port is pretty good. It's not arcade perfect of course. There are quite a lot of animation frames missing in the characters and background details. The loading times can also be a bit bothersome at times, but it's a good effort overall. This version also appears on the PSP and PS3 via the PlayStation Network.
Hadouken!
The Game Boy Color version was ported by Crawfish Interactive and was released in 1999. Obviously it features downscaled graphics and pretty poor sound, but it plays really well for such an underpowered version. Those wishing for some two-player action via the link cable will be disappointed though. The Game Boy version of Street Fighter is single player only. Here we have the Windows 95 port, which at first may seem to feature the real arcade introduction, when in fact it's actually just video footage from the arcade original. The actual game is based upon the PlayStation version. Just check out the special energy meters during the introduction and then in-game. Notice the difference in design? Since this is based upon the PlayStation, it's pretty much the same in every detail.
You win! One, fight!
The Saturn version, as expected, is the most impressive port on this video. The level of animation detail is higher than that found on the PlayStation version, plus the loading times are shorter and less frequent. Although for the Saturn game, they are a little long. The same gameplay modes and selectable normal or remix soundtrack from the PlayStation version are also included here. Some people may prefer the Saturn's playable screen size as it's closer to the arcade than the PlayStation or PC versions.
You win!
So let's take a look at all those versions of Street Fighter ZERO running side by side.